Wind power has long been seen as a symbol of hope, a clean force turning invisible air into light and warmth. Fields of white towers stretch toward the horizon, their blades slicing the sky with a steady rhythm. But hope can cast a shadow. Every year, countless birds fall to those spinning arms, silent victims of progress. The paradox is sharp, green energy leaving behind unseen scars. Yet, in a place far from the spotlight, a Tunisian engineer studied not machines, but nature itself. In the graceful motion of wings and sails, he began shaping a different answer: the cost of progress. Across open plains and coastlines, wind turbines stand like tall white towers, turning air into power. To many, they are symbols of a future unchained from oil and smoke. They promise electricity that does not poison the sky, a clean alternative to the endless burning of fuel. From a distance, their blades appear calm, steady, almost elegant. Yet, when we look closer, a quieter story begins to unfold. The spinning arms of these machines move at tremendous speed. Birds flying through their paths rarely have time to escape. Each year, in the United States alone, hundreds of thousands of them are struck down. Their lives ended in silence. The image of clean energy begins to blur when we consider this hidden cost. We trade pollution for loss, smoke for silence. Yet the wound remains real. Noise is another shadow. Though not always heard in the rush of daily life, the vibrations created by turbines stretch far into the air and ground. Families living near them often describe restless nights and an unease that never quite leaves. The low hum seeps into walls, into sleep, into the rhythms of life that once felt simple. It is a strange contradiction. A machine designed to save the earth leaves scars upon it. The promise of sustainability comes with unseen consequences, reminding us that every invention has its price. We gain cleaner skies, but lose pieces of the natural world. Progress, as it is often made, demands something in return. And while turbines continue to spread across landscapes as emblems of hope, their quiet toll lingers in the background, a reminder that the search for harmony with nature is not yet complete. The mind behind the invention. In the heart of Tunisia, an engineer named Anis Uni began asking questions most people overlooked. He lived far from the grand laboratories of Europe or America, yet he carried a vision that reached beyond borders. Instead of staring at machines, he turned his gaze toward the sea, the sky, and the creatures that moved within them. He studied sailboats first. For centuries, they crossed oceans with nothing but fabric and wind. Their sails bent gracefully, catching the air without fighting it. This quiet dance fascinated him. He saw not just travel, but a hidden science, one that relied on balance instead of force. His attention then shifted upward to the wings of birds. They moved in arcs, tilting and curving, never simply cutting through the air. Beneath the water, fish revealed the same patterns, their tails tracing lines that seemed almost identical. These motions, repeated through countless lifetimes of survival, were nature's solutions, refined, efficient, and gentle. Anis wondered why modern energy machines ignored such wisdom. Why did we choose sharp blades that sliced through the air when life had already designed softer ways to move? That question became the seed of his invention. From his curiosity grew a daring thought. What if wind could be harnessed by following these natural paths? What if machines could flow with the rhythm of wings and tails rather than force them aside? The answer he pursued was not only technical, but philosophical. It was about learning to listen, to let nature guide human progress rather than stand against it. The shape of the Sophonian. The machine that emerged from this vision does not look like a normal wind turbine. Instead of tall towers with sharp blades, it carries a wide parabolic dish. The surface bends gently, almost like the sail of a ship frozen in mid-curve. When the wind touches it, the dish begins to move, not in circles, but in a strange looping rhythm. Observers describe it as an endless figure eight drawn in the air. This motion feels familiar, though it is unlike the spin of any turbine. It is the same path traced by a bird's wing when it glides and tilts. It is the same curve made by a fish's tail as it drives itself forward in water. The Sophonian follows these lines, repeating a movement that nature has carried through the ages. Watching it, the difference is striking. There is no slicing of air, no violent clash with the wind. The dish bends and shifts, as if in conversation with the currents. The pattern is graceful, but also purposeful. It catches air without tearing through it, and in that softness lies its strength. The shape is more than design. It is memory, drawn from the motions of life that have endured far longer than machines. Beyond the noise. Traditional turbines often hum and groan as they spin, filling the air with constant vibration. For those who live nearby, this sound can never be ignored. It creeps into nights, disturbing rest, and follows days with a low, uneasy pulse. The Sophonian moves differently. Its dish does not cut the wind. It flows with it. This change brings quiet. Silence is more than comfort. It is a kind of respect. Without the endless drone of blades, the wind feels like itself again, moving freely through fields and hills. Animals, too, are spared the restless background of machines that never sleep. There is another gift hidden in the design. Because no blades are spinning in rigid circles, the machine does not suffer from the heavy pull of gyroscopic forces. It can turn easily, adjusting its face to every shift in the wind. No struggle, no resistance, just smooth adaptation. In this quietness and ease, the Sophonian suggests a new way forward. Energy that does not fight the air, but bends with it, almost as if it were born to belong there. The promise of efficiency. A machine must do more than move beautifully. It must also give power. Early models of the Sophonian were small, just over a meter wide, yet they carried surprising strength. When tested against ordinary turbines, the results told a different story. For every turn of the wind, the Sophonian delivered more electricity. In fact, its output reached nearly 1.5 times greater than the spinning giants that cover open fields. Designers believe this is only the beginning. Computer studies suggest that the dish could grow to much larger sizes, each one keeping the same flowing rhythm. With scale comes possibility. The inventor dares to imagine an efficiency of 80%, a level that could change how we think of wind forever. The numbers may feel bold, perhaps even distant from daily reality. Yet, they point to a truth. When nature's movements are followed rather than forced, energy is not lost. It flows more directly, almost as if the wind itself wishes to help. Beyond statistics lies a deeper hope. If this invention can bring more power with less harm, it proves that human progress does not need to rest on sacrifice. It can choose another path, one shaped by patience and listening. The human side of innovation. Behind every invention stands a story of struggle. The Sophonian was not born in a wealthy laboratory with endless funding. It came from Tunisia, a country where resources for high technology are scarce, and where dreams often face heavy walls. Yet out of this place, a small company called Saffron Energy carried the design forward. Their prototype was simple, modest in size, but powerful in meaning. It showed that invention does not need to come from the centers of power. It can rise from the edges, where belief and persistence matter more than money. Step by step, the team proved their idea could work. Recognition followed. Awards were given, not only for the technology, but for the courage it represented. Even Microsoft extended support through its programs to help African startups grow. For Anis Uni and his partners, each acknowledgement was more than a prize. It was a reminder that vision can break barriers. In the story of this machine, we find not just engineering, but human determination. The quiet will to build something kinder, even when the world does not expect it. A different future. Imagine a horizon without blades cutting the sky. Instead, fields of curved dishes move gently with the wind, their figure-8 paths weaving patterns too soft to harm. The air above remains calm, free for birds to fly without fear. The land below is quiet, carrying only the natural sound of wind, not the endless hum of machinery. The Sophonian offers such a vision. A world where clean energy does not arrive with hidden scars. Where technology learns from wings and waves instead of forcing its own rules. Each dish becomes more than a tool. It becomes a sign that progress can choose harmony. The change would not only touch landscapes. Cities could draw power from machines that do not intrude on their people. Villages could stand near them without restless nights. Children could grow up in places where energy comes from silence and grace. When we think of the future, we often imagine something hard, sharp, and new. But perhaps the truest future is one that circles back, borrowing from movements older than humanity itself. A future where power flows as softly as flight, carrying with it a reminder that the Earth is not something to conquer, but to join. The story of the Sophonian is not only about a new machine, it is about a choice. For years, we have built power by bending nature to our will, often leaving scars behind. But here is a design that listens instead of forcing, one that copies the quiet wisdom of wings and sails. If energy can be made in this way, gentle, silent, and alive with movement, then progress no longer needs to carry harm. The question that remains is simple. If the wind can teach us this, what other lessons have we yet to hear?